All righty. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Today's training, one of the things that I like to do is I like to make the trainings based upon mass questions that people are asking me. So these trainings, sometimes people are going, hey, it's like you was talking to me directly. Well, I could be because maybe 7 of you all have asked me the same question, and I'm going, oh, that's a goodie. I should probably do a training on that. So today is coming because these two things that I'm going to talk about have been asked a lot all week. All week. Number one was about how to follow up. Like, how often do you follow up? What do you say when you follow up? You know, what am I doing? Am I doing something wrong in this? And then also the number two, which actually became the number one after yesterday, was like, how do I determine if I'm dealing with a loyal customer or if I'm dealing with a distributor? Then when you lead your prospecting, which one do you lead with? Like, do you come on and you just start out with the opportunity, and then if they don't want the opportunity, they go to be a loyal customer? Like, how do you figure all that out? So I'm going to start with that one because yes, after last night, that one seemed to topple on off to be the highest. Like, how do you lead on out in your opportunities? Well, I'll tell you this, it really is no right or wrong answer to this. Just so you understand, there's no right or wrong answer. What I will tell you is in working with people, you want to be able to decipher who you're talking to, like the way that they come into you first. So to give you an example, say for instance, somebody is on a hoster post or in their regular post, and then they're down your wall and they're going, hey, you know what? I really want to learn more about that coffee, right? So if somebody says, I want to learn more about that coffee, I want you to listen to this and see how this sounds. I want to learn more about that coffee. And then you get in their inbox and you like, great, this would be a great business opportunity. You just disconnected the communication. I asked you about coffee and now you telling me about a business, boop, gone. You a salesperson now. You didn't even answer the question. It's like somebody saying, good morning. And you like, hey, good night. It's a total different opposite from what they just asked you. So if somebody is asking you of coffee, you lead as a loyal customer because that's what they asked. To not be a salesperson, to not be one, it's a natural conversation. So when they say, hey, I want to do about this coffee, great, you get in the inbox. Now, the way that I train you is my way of training, and I'm teaching you my way of training from a sales perspective. I am selling, we are selling, but I am not salesy. So there's a way to do it. And my way of not being salesy teaches you how to have a relationship. So when I go in the inbox, I'm immediately going, oh, great. Thank you so much for responding to me, usually via video or via voice text. And the reason why I do that is because I want people to hear my voice inflections. I want them to know I'm a friendly person. And a lot of people even tell me too, they'll be like, oh, you're so friendly. I am. So I'll be like, hey girl, thank you so much. Thanks so much for asking me about that coffee. Now, I know on our scripts, you hear a lot of, hey, girl. I am not saying, somebody asked me that yesterday, oh, so you do use the script. You say, hey, girl. No, baby, I say, hey, girl in regular life. Hey, girl. How you doing? Hey, girl, hey. These are my conversations. This is how I talk. So somebody asked me yesterday, oh, you use the script. No, I really don't. That's just how I talk. I'm always, hey, girl in somebody. I'm always, hey, love. Hey, cupcake. Hey, girl. What is yours? Maybe you just say hello. Whatever you say is fine, but I'm just telling you, I'm not using a script when I'm saying, hey, girl, it's how I talk. You understand? So that's the reason why it may seem like one of the scripts that we get, but I'm not scripting. So I'll go in and be like, hey, girl, how you doing? Thank you so much for submitting that. You want some information on the coffee, right? Then to build the relationship, I go behind and say, hey, what made you so interested in the coffee? I'm very good on probing because therefore I want to know why you want it. So therefore I can help you. So what made you want this coffee? Girl, I see them before and afters and I see them losing weight. Oh, I understand. And some people will voice text me back, which I love the most because then I feel like I'm on the phone. Even without being on the phone, they'll voice text me back and I'm like, hey. Or some people will be like, oh my God, I didn't even know this feature was on the phone. They'll type it. Oh my God, I didn't even know this was a feature on Facebook. How did you do that? And then I'll stop and turn it into a session. Girl, let me show you. Hey, go to the bottom, hit this mic, talk back. And then some people will be turning into a fun game and they'll be like, hey, girl, you done taught me something. Yeah, girl, I love to teach. Now, me saying I love to teach is really kind of letting you know who I am as an educator. I do. I love to teach. I love to teach. Okay, great. So why did you choose this coffee? Well, I chose the coffee because I'm trying to get this weight off and I've been doing it. How long have you been trying? Oh, I've been trying for about 3-4 months, or I've been trying for like 5 years, like nothing working. Oh, wow. Okay, so you've been trying for a long period of time. So I know you're interested in the coffee, but what if I could show you some other ways to really lose weight and kind of keep it off? Are you interested in that? Yeah, I'm interested. I like to ask questions that I know I'm gonna get a yes. Who the heck is not interested in taking off weight and keeping it off? Right? Most people are gonna say yes to you on that. So I'll say, hey, you interested? Yeah. Okay, what I like to do is I love to be able to set up a time in which I can call you. Let's talk about this coffee. Let's talk about some other options. Are you available today at 4? Remember I told you yesterday's homework to research the assumptive close? A lot of you all were inboxing me and texting me like, oh my God, this is like so dope. It is. The assumptive close assumes the reason why we're here today is because you want this. So, hey, are you available at 4? No, appointment book. Okay, great. So how about tomorrow in the morning? Well, how much is it? That's usually what I get. Okay, well, how much is it? Well, you know what? I have multiple ways in order for you to be able to get it. You can get it at like $5. However, I want to talk to you a little bit more. I throw the 5, which is the sample, instead of telling the real price of the product, because I don't want you can't tell me $5 is expensive. Remember, you got to think about what they're going to say. You can't tell me $5 is expensive. So I can get it to you at 5, but I really want to help you to get it off and keep it off. So what's your phone number? Again, what's your phone number behind that? Oh, okay. It's this. I'm going to call you right now. Hey, I'm going to text you. Sometimes if they don't want to, here's another way to get the phone number. They go, I don't want to give that out. Okay, well, do me a favor. Text me real quick so I can send you the link. Texting you gives you their phone number. Hey, y'all got to think about all these guys that be trying to get your number and all the little slick stuff that they be doing. Use some of that in your program. Hey, I was sitting in the bar and one guy goes, he said, what's your phone number? And I gave him the wrong number because he just wouldn't leave me alone. So he was like, let me call you and make sure I got it right. I died. And I was like, hey, guess what? It's wrong. I mean, I told you I was married. I told you I wasn't interested. Shoot, like, listen, I don't know what else to do. You ain't gonna trap me into this. And he died laughing. You're hilarious. You are too. Go away. Bye. So think about those things. Get the number. Don't give your info. Remember, give to get. Get the phone number. Stop giving everything before you get what you came for. Hey, tell me about that product. Great. It has anything. It has weight loss. It has this. It has that. It has that. Now, what's your phone number? What the heck does she need to give you her number for now? You done gave her everything. You done gave her everything. So keep asking for the phone number. Ask for it in different ways. Can you text me? You want me to call you? That's another one I say. If they will give me their phone number, I'll go, okay, well, do you want me to call you? Great. What's your phone number? And then they'll be like 312. It's the funniest thing. When you start testing it, you'll be like, this is hilarious. Because we're programmed to say no first. I don't care what it is. We're just programmed by no. And then I even have tricked people and been like, well, why? I don't even know. Right. So let's talk later. What's your phone number? Okay. So after I get in there on the inbox and I'm starting to do that, then I'll call, make the appointment for the day, and then call them. Now, when you talk about the follow-up, some people will tell you a time. You have to understand this. Some people are going to tell you a time for you to go away. So even when you call them and you text them, they're still not going to answer. She told me to call her at 12 o'clock on Friday. Well, how many times have you given somebody your email, your phone number, or whatever, and you had no intention of talking to them? So I want you to understand, congratulations, they're human and so are you. Congratulations. Okay, so it's gonna happen. Now it's like, okay, what do I do now? I'm calling them. I don't want to seem like a bugaboo. I'm texting them. They're not answering. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you right now. Let's go back to that guy. Let's go back to that guy. He is texting. Hey, you thought he was cute. You were actually interested, right? And now he texts you in the morning. He texts you in the afternoon. He texts you at night. He texts you tomorrow. He texts you next week. He's like, hey, you want to go here? You want to go here? What do you think of him? Hey, bro, you're desperate. Why can't, then here your man go. Nobody must want this guy. Why is he being so desperate? He probably got a wife. You know, he probably got 4 kids. You know what? I'm going to leave him alone because he's thirsty. He's too desperate. I can't. I'll back off. Look at that pressure point. I'll back off. That is the exact same thing that happens in sales. If you pour too hard, that person then is like, oh my God, this person ain't gonna never, I can't. Okay, you're over pouring. If you don't pour back at all, you're not interested. Like if he never calls you, you be like, dang, we had such a great conversation. What did I say wrong? Did my breath stink or something? What happened? What happened? Like, why is he not calling me? There is a delicate balance between the two. Now I'm going to give y'all a great approach. I'll give you an excellent approach. My approach, you know, like people say the 3-strike rule. I do the 2-strike rule in business. And the reason why I do the 2-strike rule is because, number one, you have to give over to the person that you got the juice. You're busy. Everybody wants this. Everybody heard of FOMO? F-O-M-O? I give the fear of missing out. Fear of missing out really, really works because nobody wants to know that there was a party that was going on and they decided to stay at home in their pajamas and it was the one of the year. Oh my God, Beyonce was there and P. Diddy did his dance down the hall. Girl, you missed it. Nobody wants to be that person that missed Beyonce at the party, right? FOMO is real. That's what somebody said. FOMO is real. So what I like to do is somebody tells me to call them on Friday. I don't say, okay, I'll call you then because our sale is going to be over. No. I'll say, hey, thank you so much. Oh my God, I'll look down my appointment book. Never do this. Never do this. Never do this. I teach this to stylists. Never do this. Never do this. So you'll pay attention. Never say, oh, I'm open all day tomorrow. Dang, why don't nobody want you? Here's another one. Never do this. Never do this. Never do this. Say, I have a 9 o'clock. I have a 9:30. I have a 10. I have a 10:30. I have 11. Hey, you pick. I'm open. Why is you so open? You're thirsty. So what I'll say is, hey, tomorrow I have a really busy day. This is what you want to do. I have a really busy day. You know what? I know this will be an excellent thing for you. So, hey, let me tell you, I have a 9 o'clock. I'm busy in the afternoon, but I can squeeze you in at about 12:30. And then at night, I'm really full. But if you give me a time, I can book you. I'll do it after all of my calls. You see what I did? I just tell them, I'm so busy. My day is so whatever, but I really want to get to you. So that's letting them know, hey, they're not the only person that wants you. You're not the only person. That is very imperative to do that. And I bet you if you think right now, if you've had a seasoned person on your phone or they've done that to you. That is a tactic. They've done it. They be like, oh, okay, well, I can stay behind. They ain't got nothing on their book, y'all. They are literally trying to get you there. Even when I was building my chair, I used to do that. And then I tell people, I'll take you at night. I ain't had nobody all day. And I would act tired when they walk through the door. Woo! Girl, let me stretch and I'll go drink some water. I'm about to do this head today. It's my only client. But I don't want her to know she was my only client. You do not tell people you're open all day. Never do that. Ever. Okay? Then what you do, once you've actually booked the appointment, say, great, what I'm going to do hey, if you could set an alarm or a text or whatever, I really want to be able to go in. I got some great information for you. I know you're busy. So as soon as I come on the phone, we just gonna get to going. I can't wait to help you. So you're basically preparing them for the fact, hey, you about to get something that day. Don't y'all like when I come on and be like, hey, y'all ever did a workout class and your instructor comes on up and he be like, man, because one of my instructors does this. I don't know how y'all feeling, but y'all about to get it today. And they like, all right, we about to get this workout in. I'm about to get excited. That's what you're doing. You're setting the tone for that next call. You're like, hey, I know you ain't available right now, but when I talk to you, I have everything already packaged and ready to go. Wait till you really see what this coffee does. Some people are going to shock you and be like, you know what? Call me right now. Because they do that. Once you start doing this, some people are going to say, you know what? Wait. Oh, wait, call me. You know what? Let me go away from my office. Let me go out in the hallway. Some will do that. And then some will say, oh, you got me excited. All right, I'll talk to you on Friday. Before you call somebody, send them like an hour before. Send them a quick text. Go in their inbox and say, hey, I can't wait for our 12 o'clock. Hey, I'm on the call right now with, somebody else is looking for this coffee just like you. And I was just telling her all these points. Oh my God, I can't wait to talk to you in an hour. Get them ready. Some people will text you back and say, oh, I totally forgot. Can we reschedule? Now that person is still a prospect. They respected you. They respected your time. They really do kind of still want it. And I'm saying kind of still because it's not a guarantee, but somebody who responds back to that and tells you to reschedule, don't get mad. They're trying to get to you. Y'all both have two different schedules. Just say, oh, thank you so much. Hey, let me go to the next day. Don't be wide open the next day. Or you know what? I know we said the afternoon. I got a whole crazy schedule tonight. Can I call you at 9? Can I call you at 9 p.m. tonight? Yeah, you know what? I can call you at 9. Okay, great. Let me call you at 9. Try it at all possible to get it to reschedule within the same day. Don't push it off a couple weeks. Do not let your ego get in here, because I hear a lot of you out doing this and be like, you know what? My time wasn't important to her. Now she got to wait. Okay, tell that to your check. Tell that to your check. I want you to go to your bank account. I want you to go look at our bank with Chase and say, hey, I just told my money we gonna wait. How you like that? Because that's what you're doing. Just imagine a soccer ball and kick your attitude across the room. Because the attitudes don't live here no more. Egos don't live here. This is your job. So I'm trying to help you out here in your thought process. Get it for the day. Be flexible. Okay? Be flexible and get it done with somebody who does that. Now, if you text somebody and you tell them that and you get into the phone call and they don't answer the call, like they don't answer this call, now you got a choice to make here. You texted them, you prefaced them, this is after the first time. You text them, you preface them, they're not answering the call. Usually what I'll do is I'll get off. If it's a text or a voice, sometimes I'll go back and forth because I love Facebook, y'all, and Instagram because it tells you when they saw it. And I do see seen. And if I've left you this message and I see you've seen it and we don't reschedule, I'm teaching you all you have to understand when to move on. You got to understand this. So here it comes. Oh, okay. I'm so glad I couldn't catch you. I'm so glad. I'm so sorry I couldn't catch you today. I sent you the text. I did this. And make sure you stay upbeat. I do not text this. I voice text this or I invoice so you can hear I'm happy. Because guess what? Reading this text, hey, I know you wasn't available, but hey, my time is it. Who she thinks she is? So I don't text that. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Especially if I haven't had a video or a voice text with them, I will not text that then. Then I'll go in and be like, hey, I'm so sorry. Dang. My day is so booked today. I really wanted to be able to catch you, but I see we have different schedules. You already know it's something else. I see we have different schedules. So what I want to do, I don't want to keep bugging you. Here's the second time. I don't want to keep bugging you for a time frame. Hey, if you could do this for me, can you respond to this video? Can you respond to this text message to let me know another time? I'm going to get in my book. I want this to be soon, you know, so I can go ahead and get this to you so we can get these so we can get these results immediately. Let me know another date and time. I usually try my hardest to get that in Facebook and Instagram because I want to see if they've seen that. If I don't have that, I'll text it, but that is not my thing. I like the voice, I like the whatever, and I like to see that you saw it. Okay? Now, when they then respond, I then set it up again because guess what? They're interested. So we on time too. If they don't respond and they don't say anything, then that's when I'll hit you with the text of, thank you so much for giving me your time. I totally appreciate it. Can I keep you on a list for future things that are to come? Now, it will shock you. Some people ain't responding to nothing and they will say yes, because maybe it's just not the time right now. If they don't respond at all, I move on. That's it. That's my 3 strikes. You don't respond at all to all of that? Guess what? I need to keep my energy high. I ain't got time for this. You do not want to be sitting here with 20 people you chasing down. You're going to start feeling like that guy in the bar. His self-esteem is not that high, y'all. He tired of ladies throwing drinks at him, not talking to him, not doing whatever. His self-esteem is low. So I'm going to tell you, what you will do is pull your self-esteem down in this business if you keep talking to people who don't want it right now. It is not they don't want you. They don't want it right now. So then they come off the list. And then I move on. Yeah, that's when you move on. So in follow-up, number 1, I will give you 4 things that you got to understand. Number 1, you want to ask when to follow up. Don't just say, hey, somebody says, hey, call me. Don't be like, oh, okay, I will. No, ma'am. Do you want, I'm sorry, people are calling on him right now. When do you want me to follow up? What's it? What date and time? Get a commitment. Write that bold. Get a commitment. Get a commitment. If they are going around not giving you the commitment for the phone number, guess what? Move on. Move on. Somebody who's interested will give you their phone number. If they don't want the phone number, move on. Maybe you'll circle back later. Maybe you can come back around. But as of right now, no, move on. Number 2, here's a huge one. You ready for this? This one's big. And this right here, I think people are messing up. Make sure you call back when you said you were. Don't say, I'm going to call you tomorrow at 12, and then something happens, and you be like, oh, girl, I'm so sorry. Let's set up another time. Hey, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm a rare personality. I am not fooling with you. I'm not going to fool. You already told me right now your product probably sucks. You have horrible customer service. You're not going to do what you say. I don't have time. I'm really busy. Do not put it on them to call you back. Y'all said 12. They didn't call me either. Okay, I'm gonna need you to go over to Trayce again. Let me look at your account. I want you to tell your account now, I don't even really care about putting things in you. Because that's what you're doing. If you do not take ownership over your business and say, hey, I'm gonna do it 12 and call them back. Life happens to us all. We may need to reschedule, but hey, when you don't have somebody in your E-suite, you do not want to keep rescheduling people. So do, at all costs, don't put something in your book you cannot do. If you can't do it, don't schedule it at that time. And if you scheduled it, make sure you're available. Maybe you're going to have to put them kids in the room and give them some cereal right now, and then you run up down the hallway because you need to get that done. Okay? Another thing, I'm going to tell y'all this because I hate when people do this because I know y'all got little babies, right? Hey, don't yell at your kids while you're on the phone. Press mute. Just press mute. We don't want to hear that. So I'm gonna tell you, as a customer, it's like, is this the service I'm about to get? They're always sizing you up. Before they spend their money, they're sizing you up. You want the best opportunity. It's not to say the kids can't be in the background. They can, or you can have things in the background, but how you handle the things in the background says something about you, the professional. You get it? Even a mere, oh, I'm so sorry. My kids are home today. Give me 1 second. Okay, put them on mute. If y'all don't, I'ma swear. You understand? Then come back. Okay, thanks so much. All right, so what I want to do is I'm going to tell you about this amazing coffee. So I'm showing you how to get this done. Number 3, set the schedule of when. Like if you're doing the follow-up and they can't, say for instance, you're doing the follow-up and then they can't do that time. Okay, so if the second time they can't do that time, you need to set up another for real time. Don't just say, oh, okay, well, call me back. I could call you back. Okay, can we do Wednesday at 4? Can we do such and such at this time? Okay. Make sure you get another commitment. Now, my rule of thumb, because people ask this, if I give you 2 times, and you miss me twice, you missing me thrice. You don't want it right now. I'll say, hey, I see we can't catch each other. Can I keep you on our list, for future promos in which we have? Now, if the person goes, oh my God, Tracy, I'm so let me set up another time. Can I call you now? If I can't call you now, I'm not about to let you get back in here. So I'll be like, I know, but you know what? My schedule is really, really busy. And I really want to be able to get you. I get it. This may not be the time. Now, if a person keeps pressing, I know it really is. Hey, it really is a conflict of schedule. But if they go, oh, yeah, sure, keep me on the program, then I'm going to put you on the program. Put you on the program for later. You don't necessarily come off, but I'll try again. Because guess what? People's lives change month to month. Look at where you are right now in November that you weren't in January. So people's lives change. I'll just put you on another time frame. Because guess what? I got to keep this thing together. This thing can't be around here entertaining all y'all people who playing with my time. My time is valuable. I can't get this back. Get it? Then number 4. Oh, number 4, I just said it. That was number 4. After 2 times, I just jumped ahead of myself. After 2 times, then I asked, can I keep you informed for our our future promos? Sometimes we have new things that are coming up, and I want to be, we have 2 new products that are coming out through the rest of the year. Can I let you know about those when those come? If they say yes, I put them on the list. So that's my 4 for follow-up. Okay, so get a commitment. Get them in the inbox. I am huge on voice and video, so I can't train you. Put it this way. Y'all see me being successful. I can't train you on something that I don't do. I'm not scripting people. When you're on my training, you're hearing my level of mass success right now. Now, if you want to script, do that. But when you ask me, so I'm going to let you know this right now. When you ask me what's my best script, I can't tell you because I don't have one. I build relationships. I listen to each individual person, and then I go in with that. You get it? I'm sorry, I was looking to make sure I didn't have any additional note. Now, when I'm talking to a person that is a loyal, and I know that I've gotten them, then it's like we talked about, how do you know, like, do you offer the opportunity? Yes. When I'm talking to loyal, this is what I usually say at the end. I'll say, hey, you know what? Maybe one day when you start getting these results, you can actually start making money from this business like I do, because guess what? The prices I'm giving you is the same exact price that I get. It's just I make money off of it. And I usually wait. And then some people will go, really? You do? Yeah. Let me tell you a little bit about, if I get yeah, let me tell you about our business. Then I listen to people. If they go, yeah, I ain't about that. Some people will tell you right there, yeah, I'm not trying to. If I get pushback, it is not my job. Just so you understand, it is not my job to force you this. I just want y'all to understand. When you're saying, hey, how can I get them? This would be so great for them. This would be so this. Guess what? Every time you walk in a store, somebody sees the benefit of something that they feel would be great for you. And if you just only knew it, But if you're not in the market, you're not in the market. And it doesn't matter how great the product is. Remember, I told you right now, I'm in the market for a home. It doesn't matter what great home you show me right now. I'm not moving. So can I keep information would be the best thing. Hey, if I get somebody right now who's like, yeah, maybe in the future, then guess what? I put them on the distributors list, my potential hundreds list. So I will follow up with them. Maybe the next time we have in a promo to bring somebody on in. See, the problem I find right here, because again, I'm talking to a lot of you all. The problem I find right here, and I'm going to call it on out as I see it. You don't have, I'm going to call out the elephant in the room. You don't have lists. You don't have a 100s list. You shaking your head to me, telling me, yep, I put them on my list. If you were working your list properly, I wouldn't hear this question so much. So I'm going to tell you right now, I know as being a seasoned professional that you all do not have a 100s list of customers that you're actively working and a 100s list of distributors list that you're actively working. What happens is you're hearing great, and I'm talking as a whole. So I ain't talking to nobody individually. You're hearing these great ideas, and maybe you're writing people down for the day. So this isn't constantly working for you because you don't have a list that you're constantly adding things to. So when you get to these months and we get to the end of the month, you're supposed to be able to be ready to go, but you don't have the list. So then you're starting from that day. We're at the end of the month, and now you're like, hey, let me go get me some potential loyal customers. Hey, let me go get me some potential distributors. And you're trying to pull a rabbit out a week. You're trying to pull a rabbit out of 48 hours. So I'm telling you what I see because I know, I train it. Maybe nobody else don't know what's going on, but I'm letting you know right now. And then I'm just saying it as a whole. If you're having this as a problem, if I heard you as a coach, I go, where's your 100s list? Send it to me. You know what? I'm working on that. No, ma'am. You have that every day in this business all day. That's how you work this business. I share with you all. Here's one of mine. So I have 2 different books. This is the 100s list that I keep for customers. And then my other one is probably in my bag, in my purse, ready to go. I have one that I keep for distributor. So as soon as I'm talking to people and I hear a loyal customer and I get off that call, I write them in the book. Shut the book, move over. Or I hear a distributor, I write it in the book. So when somebody, Mark gives us an amazing something for $20, hey, I open up the book and it's time to go. Because remember all those people that you said, hey, can I follow up with you? Now you should have a list. Because guess what? If you're steady getting people to say follow up, that means you got a whole list of people. So I want to tell you right now, do this process. This process works. It helps keep you organized. It's going to help you. It's going to help you. It's going to help you. Don't chicken scratch stuff on this piece of paper. Get a real book. These are great. You can go to, I love Charmin Charlie's. And then this one of my downline bought for me, and it's cute. She loved the fact that I say amazing so much. So when she says make today amazing, I was like, I want to use that for my loyal customer book. Just because I want them to feel amazing. So I attach something to it. And then on my distributors list, it says something about a boss. I think it's like be bossy, or I'm not bossy, I'm the boss. It's for my distributor list. So I know I'm going to books for each individual thing. So that's how I throw in at the end of the loyal customer, that prospect. Now, guess what? When you get a prospect on the phone, let me tell you where you could miss the ball if you don't think about it. You get a prospect. They're ready to sign up. They're ready to be your DT, right? What is the best thing about us being distributors? We're also products of the product, right? Don't you let her off the phone without selling her some product. Don't be so scared that, hey, I'm going to lose this potential distributor. Well, guess what? You're going to lose this distributor if they don't have results. If they don't have results, you're setting them up for non-success. Give me 1 second. Let's see my computer about that. So they're not set up for success if they don't at least have the coffee, at least have one product, something. Let's get something up in there. That's going to actually help you and them. So when you have a prospect that's turning into a DT, make sure you're adding on to their package. I tell people this, well, how do you say that when they barely want to spend the $20? Well, number one, you got a problem already. Just so you understand, I hope you're going to stack that box. If somebody is already telling you they have a hard time paying $20, I hope you're putting it in another box and you're not hoping and wishing and praying that they're just going to come to life, because they may or may not. Right? So then I'm like, hey, you need to do this because I want to help you make this money that I'm telling you about. I want to help you make these promotions. So you need some product to be able to start. Yes, they're going to give you four reps, but I want to get you the mass results because that's what we do here in this business. So let me at least have you start out with the coffee. How much is that? $39. Add that right there. Guess what? You've now gotten you an order for BV, and you've also gotten a prospect. In the event that you're on the phone with a prospect and the prospect is then now turning into a loyal customer, let me tell you where you could really choke yourself. You know what? No, sign on up. Be a business owner. Be a business owner. Hey, show up for our meetings. Because this is what a business owner does. See, the business owner shows up for the meetings. The business owner takes ownership, wears the gear, is writing down in these trainings. They're not just taking the product. They're actually selling the product. They're blitzing. They want to do parties. So if this person is already bowing out and you're like, but no, I need you as my distributor, you done just messed up your loyal customer. Remember, people make the decision for what they want. Let them make the decision. You can always come back and upgrade a loyal customer to a distributor. Well, she said she want to get her results first. Let her. Stop trying to chokehold people. Let her get her results first. If you've told her, hey, you know you can do that being here in the business, and she's not biting, make her a loyal. You know what? I respect you. Because guess what? People are always thinking anyway. People are always trying to make them do something that they don't want to do. So if you then make her a loyal customer, you have just showed her you respect her decision. I respect you. Hey, if that's what you want to do, just know I'm always here. And if you ever do want that distributor program, just let me know. It's very easy to upgrade. I can show you how to do it. So let's talk about your order. What do you need? See, there is a sprint action and there's a marathon action. If you want to be in this for the marathon, then you have to take the pressure off. You have to do your job. Let people make the decision, and you be there to be the excellent consultant and expert in the room. Your job is to listen, hear what they're saying, and do what they're asking you to do. Listen, do your job, do what they're asking you to do. Now, in order to hit your numbers, you have to do this often. You have to be consistent. See, the person that's just literally here for the $100 and $200, you here for the fast start bonus, and that's all you want. Then you're like, hey, girl, you got to sign on up. Hey, guess what I do? I get everybody in, and I slide 2 loyal customers underneath them, and then bam, guess what? You're not going to last long. You're not going to last long in this business because you're going to always need somebody to get this, to get $100 instead of really building your business where therefore you got a long list of potentials, a long list of potential loyal customers, and a long list of distributors. And every day you're trying to convert them. You're in this for the marathon because remember when I showed y'all about those pennies and them quarters on in there? See, that's the investment. The more that you keep doing that every single day, the more them pennies gonna be in yours. And you'll be like, yo, when he throwing out, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna give you my numbers. People like to ask and they like to gauge. Right now, before I came on down here, I took a look. My potential distributor list has 511 people. 511. You wanna know why? So that means 511 people have not been talked to, or 511 people somewhere in there they told me no. So guess what I heard? Not right now. So guess what? The next time we have another promo, because I'm about to go get me some new codes. So the next time we have I get my next codes, guess whose list I'm going to? I'm not every single day saying, hey, you want to be on my team? See, it's a combination. Do you want to be on my team? 2 people said yes over here, but I still got 500 people on my list. So now it's 513 people that I can prospect. You have to work these lists. I'm gonna let you know, you have to work these lists. And guess what? You do not work these lists just when you start the business and you see it in your back office and somebody told you to create the hundreds list. And now you got through that hundreds list and now you're done. To stay in a business like this, see, as a stylist, We didn't call it a hundreds list, but we had it as these are potential people. We had to keep working those lists every single day to keep our chairs full. And then when the chairs was not full, it's because you ain't got nobody that you still talking to. You steady going into your cold market every day trying to bring out something more. That is very exhausting. So I'll let you know. That's how you're supposed to start the race. So imagine if you were an athlete. Y'all already know I love sports. You're an athlete. Imagine this. If you're an athlete, imagine you do your warm-up, you're stretching your muscles, you go on out, you're lifting, you're training, right? You're training. And then the more that you keep training, you keep stopping the train. And then all of a sudden, here comes the race. Guess what you're not? You're not prepared. Now, if you're there and you're eating right and you're exercising, you're showing up every day, the muscles getting bigger, your response time is going, whatever, you're cutting off different seconds every single time. When it's time to go, you gave yourself an opportunity to win. That's how you win that race. And that's how you win that race. Very, very, very strong. Okay? So I just gave you a huge, huge nugget. Potentials. What did I say? Potentials and loyal customers, they show up how they are. There is no what I lead with. I may go in a platform for Instagram, and at that moment, I'm telling everybody, hey, you want to join my team? Where I led with Distributor for that moment because that's what I was doing. When in my outfit, that's what I was doing. But you best believe everybody that's on that phone that says no is going to hear about this loyal customer program. And then you're going to hear everybody that is a loyal customer, if they just got on a host to post and they're on that host to post and they're out here saying, hey, I don't want to do that right now. I don't have the money. Oh, you best believe you're going to hit. Have you ever thought about adding an extra stream of income so this doesn't become an issue for you again in the future? See, there is no right or wrong way. It's what are you doing for the moment? Are you prospecting for DTs? Are you prospecting for loyal customers? But what you have to do is make sure that your message matches. So if I am on your wall to be a loyal, you can't hit me in my inbox with Distributor. Because again, I'm saying good morning and you're saying good night. So it got to match. You can't, how would you feel if you walked in the furniture store and they tried to sell you a car? You know, like, did you hear me? Or you go in the furniture store and you're there for bedroom furniture and they're like, hey, let me show you this living room furniture. Yo, are you listening to me? Did you hear me? Hey, how many times have you been on the phone? We've all done this. And you get to the last point with the customer service rep. Go get me your manager. You want to know why you get to get me your manager? Because this person isn't hearing you. They can't get what you're getting accomplished. So guess what they do in these businesses? They go to someone else. Have you looked up and you've been prospecting somebody and they bought coffee from somebody else? They're like, okay, you're not listening. Maybe you were trying to get them a distributor and this person sold them the dang on coffee. They wanted coffee, I gave them coffee. I listened. I did what they said. So I want to dispel the whole, how do you lead? Yeah. How did they come to you? What were you doing for the day? That's what dictates what you're doing for that moment. But in all moments, you operate in both. You operate in both. Your fortune, you hear it all the time. There's fortune in the follow-up, y'all. Because everybody you talk to does not want what you have right now. You get it? Everybody does not want what you have right now. You put them in appointment format, and then guess what? You grab your hundreds list. If you're on my training, I'm trying to teach you how to marathon. So yes, some of it may be like, you're right, Trey, you're right. Because guess what? This is what you need to hear. Your girlfriend is out here jumping from guy to guy to guy to guy, needs a friend to tell her, hey, sweetheart, let's talk about what we doing. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here to tell you how to do this. This is how you do this. Get you a book, write things down, come off those lists. I promise you, if you did this for 30 days consistently, I promise you, you're going to change your business. If you do this consistently, if you don't do nothing else, if you don't get on one grind, if you don't do nothing else, and you do what I'm sharing with you to do, and you get on here, and this is how you build a relationship, and you put stuff in your hundreds list, and you don't do nothing else, you're going to look up and in 30 days and be like, dang, I've been missing the mark. I've been missing the mark. And I'll tell you, that's the reason why. What I hear is, and it's just too much, I haven't said it to anybody, what I hear is we're not effectively working the list. And we're not effectively working the list because we don't even have a list. So I'm just calling it out. You don't have to be the one that comes on after when we do the questions and tells me, Tracy, you was talking to me. Don't tell nobody your little secret. Just go fix it. I'm telling you how to keep your stuff. And hey, sometimes you keep the things in your closet and you just fix them. Everybody don't need to know. Just go do it. You want to know how we'll know you're doing it? Because we'll see change. We'll see change in your business. We're going to see massive change in your business. So I'll tell you right now, in ending our training for today, if you stay consistent with the stuff, you actually do it, and you get out of the mind frame that it's what you put out in that moment is what's going to get you. Like, if you think what's going to put out in that moment is going to eventually get you boxed for diamond, that's not how it works. It's not. It's when you start the race, you're supposed to keep building. Remember those coins? You got to keep building. And the more you keep building, it gets better. It gets better. It gets better. And then when you like, dang, it ain't working, you change the activity. You don't change the outcome. And then here it comes again. You get better and you get better and you get better and you get better and you even get more. I shared with you all on my run this month. It looked a little strange. It looks a little strange. Now I'm having to do video messages and text messages at the same time to output more to get what I desire. Right? But if I didn't have a list of people to send the video to, listen to this. If I didn't have a prospect list, I could not work both of these effectively. So if I wasn't constantly building people to talk to, I would be burnt out. I'm not burnt out. I'm just a little sleepy. That's all. But I have people to talk to, and I want to give you people to talk to too. So I really hope that this training helps you. It helps you to change. Every training I do, I like to change your mind, because that's where it all starts. It starts up here and how you think of the activity. So I'm trying to change your mind with some things to be like, man, have I really gave that a try? No, I haven't. Have I really asked everybody for their phone number? Maybe I haven't. Or maybe am I that girl that to send somebody a message, a text every 2 hours, and then they're like, they don't want it. No, at this point, remember when I said you can't take it personal? Well, this one right here could be they don't want you because you're bugging me. You gotta interject a little bit of, I'm busy. I have this. I am important. And this is why you should be doing business with me. This is why you should do this business with me. So thank you so much for tuning on in. People have been asking where these trainings are, so I'm going to tell you on this video. If you need this video is in Money Team. Underneath the topic for today, you will be able to find this video. If you are on my team, I have a group, the Be Well Distributor Communicator. You will be able to see this picture, and under the picture, you can find the link to this training. You can then, on both teams, distribute it out to your team, and you will be able to say, they'll be like, oh my God, I'm having this, I can't build this list, or I don't know, loyal customer. Bam, here's this training. I really think you should be able to listen to this. And then after trainings that you've sent, you all then come together as a team. Discuss them. Hey, what did you get out of this? What was your ahas? Work with your team closely. So if you're the leader that's here and you're grabbing the information, take it back to your team. Educate your team, and your team will grow stronger.